Alright, let's talk about Abiotic Factor, specifically the skill system that got a big upgrade not once, but twice. Back in the day, the skill cap was just 12, then it bumped up to 15, and now, with the 1.0 release, we've hit a full-blown 20 cap. That means a lot more room to specialize, experiment, and, let's be honest, make a few bad builds before you find your groove. Skills in this game fall under 3 categories: fitness, combat, and survival. But here's the thing, those categories? They're more of a suggestion than a rule. What really matters are the individual skills themselves. You've got 4 fitness skills, 5 in combat, and 6 in survival, and each one can change the way you play in surprising ways. Some skills show up constantly and impact core parts of your gameplay. Those are the ones you want to zero in on. Others? Maybe less crucial unless you're role-playing a very specific kind of survivor. And while different jobs come with their own skill bonuses, it's still all about how you build your character. So in this video, we're diving into which skills truly matter, which ones just sound cool, and how you can make the most of that shiny level 20 cap. Let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching! Sprinting in Abiotic Factor is one of those skills you might overlook at first, until you find yourself running for your life from a swarm of mutated science experiments. It is part of the fitness category, and leveling it up is as simple as it sounds. Just sprint around. But here's the thing, this skill does way more than just help you move faster. The more you invest in it, the more stamina your character gets. That means longer sprints, quicker movements, and better overall mobility when navigating labs, corridors, or, let's be honest, escaping total disaster. What really makes sprinting stand out is how it scales. As your skill level increases, you do not just get more stamina. You recover it faster and run even quicker. That gives you a huge edge when trying to outrun enemies, reposition in a fight, or just cover ground efficiently during exploration. Need to cross an entire sector before your teammates get themselves blown up? Sprinting makes that possible and maybe even stylish. And it is not just about movement. Sprinting doubles as a survival skill. Higher sprint speed and recovery means you can dodge enemy attacks more reliably and bail out of risky encounters before things get ugly. It is perfect for aggressive players who like to get in close and for cautious players who want an escape plan. Whether you are rushing into danger or sprinting away from it, this skill has your back. If you are the type of player who prefers brains over brawn, or just really enjoys the thrill of slipping past enemies undetected, then sneaking in Abiotic Factor is absolutely your style. It is part of the fitness category and gets better the more you sneak near enemies. Think of it like channeling your inner spy or rogue. The higher your sneaking skill, the longer it takes for enemies to notice you creeping around. It works a lot like the classic sneak skill from Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion and its remake, which makes it feel familiar and satisfying for stealth fans. One of the biggest perks of leveling sneaking is the surprise attack bonus. When you land a hit on an enemy that has not spotted you yet, you get a nice chunk of bonus damage. This makes sneaking a great pick for players who like to set the tone of a fight on their own terms. Imagine slipping into a room, landing a heavy opening blow before anyone even realizes you are there, and then disappearing back into the shadows before chaos breaks out. As you continue to invest in sneaking, you will notice some very useful upgrades. You will be able to move faster while crouched, making it easier to dart between cover points or sneak past threats in tighter spaces. Plus, you will make less noise and have a better chance of avoiding traps completely. Combine that with traits like inconspicuous, and you are basically a ghost. It is the perfect skill for players who want to control the battlefield from the shadows. Let's be honest, sneaking around and swinging crowbars has its place, but sometimes you just need to deal with things from a distance. That is where the accuracy skill in Abiotic Factor comes in. It belongs to the combat category and levels up every time you hit enemies from afar. Whether you are using rifles, pistols, or anything else with a scope or a sight, building up this skill is all about making every bullet count. As you level up accuracy, you will notice your shots become a lot more stable. That means less recoil, less sway, and way more consistency when firing. In a game where panic shooting often leads to missing half your magazine, this is a game changer. More hits mean faster kills, and sometimes that little edge is all you need to survive a tough encounter. Plus, fewer missed shots means you are saving valuable ammo, something you will always want more of. And here is a fun bonus. Some enemies will actually retreat when they start taking too many accurate shots. That opens up chances to chase them down, clean up the fight on your terms, and snag some easy extra experience points in the process. So even if you are not building a pure range character, putting some effort into accuracy gives you a solid, reliable way to handle threats before they get too close. Fortitude in Abiotic Factor is the ultimate what doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of skill. It is part of the combat category, and yes, you actually level it up by taking damage. That might sound a little risky, but the payoff is worth it. The more punishment you survive, the tougher your character becomes. It is like your body slowly going, "Oh, we're doing this now," and adjusting to keep you alive longer the next time. As you level up Fortitude, you will notice several key benefits start kicking in. Your total health pool increases, you regenerate health faster, and you start taking less damage from falls. And here is the cool part. Some melee damage can actually reflect back at enemies. That means if something runs up and smacks you, there is a chance it gets hurt for trying. It turns you into a bit of a tank, which is perfect if you like being in the middle of the action or covering for squishier teammates. Now, obviously, standing in the middle of a monster party is not the smartest way to grind this skill. A safer method is to let a nearly defeated enemy get a couple of weak hits in before you finish them off. Then patch yourself up and move on. Stronger, tougher, and just a little bit more unstoppable. It is basically the Abiotic Factor version of a Zenkai boost. Cooking in Abiotic Factor is not just about topping off your hunger and thirst meters. It is one of the most underrated ways to stay alive and gain an edge. It falls under the survival category, and as you might guess, it improves simply by cooking more recipes. The beauty of it is in the variety. The more you cook, the more recipes you unlock, and each one can offer a different set of benefits. It is like crafting buffs on demand, with a side of flavor. As your cooking skill increases, you will not just get better at managing hunger and thirst, but you will gain access to meals that give actual gameplay advantages. Some dishes restore more stamina, others improve regeneration, and a few might even give you stat boosts or resistance to environmental effects. In a game where your resources can get wiped out in a flash, having a hot meal ready to go might just be the thing that keeps you standing. The real trick is staying consistent. Cook with whatever ingredients you have lying around. Even basic meals help push your skill forward. And when things get really rough, when your health is dropping, you are dehydrated, and enemies are nearby, being able to slap together the right meal in a pinch can turn a disaster into a comeback. So do not ignore the kitchen. It is basically your mobile buff station. Crafting in Abiotic Factor is the backbone of long-term survival. It is part of the survival skill group, and honestly, you will be doing a lot of it whether you plan to or not. This skill levels up as you craft more items, and with each level, you start unlocking some serious upgrades. From tools to weapons to essential gear, crafting is what turns a panicked scientist into a resourceful survivor. As you get deeper into the game, the benefits of a high crafting skill really start to show. You will unlock better workbench upgrades, gain access to higher tier recipes, and even start using fewer materials to make the same items. That is huge in a game where every resource counts. On top of that, crafted items will become more durable and the time it takes to make them drop significantly. It is like speeding up progress while saving on the cost. Mastering crafting also means fewer roadblocks. Need a better weapon? Craft it. Missing a key item for an objective? Build it. With this skill leveled up, you can turn your base into a production hub and keep yourself and your team well equipped for whatever the game throws at you. It is one of those skills that pays off every time you invest in it. Lethean Elegy is, without question, Frolova's ultimate weapon in Wuthering Waves. With a massive 588 base attack and 24.3% critical rate as its substat, it sets the tone right away. It is here to bring the damage. But what really makes this weapon shine is how tailor-made it feels for Frolova's playstyle. Her damage is split between Resonant Skill and Echo Skill, and Lethean Elegy boosts both without compromise. The effect is incredibly straightforward and powerful. After dealing Echo Skill damage, Frolova gains a whopping 32% bonus to her Resonant Skill damage and another 32% Echo Skill damage amplification, all within a 12-second window. On top of that, she also ignores 8% of the target's defense, which helps her hit even harder against tankier enemies. It is a perfect synergy for her skill rotation and ensures that every part of her kit is working at peak efficiency. Lethean Elegy is not just good for Frolova, it is necessary if you want to bring her up to the level of Wuwa's top-tier characters. No other weapon supports her unique hybrid damage style this well. It covers every base, raw stats, skill damage, and even defense shred. If you are committed to building Frolova as a serious carry, this is the weapon that turns her from solid into spectacular. Construction is one of those survival skills that might not grab your attention right away. At first glance, it just looks like it helps you build your base a bit faster, which is nice but not game-changing. But as you invest more into it, you start realizing just how valuable it really is for your overall gameplay and base management. The real magic happens when your construction skill reaches higher levels. Suddenly, you're able to craft just as much using only half the materials you normally would. This is a huge deal because resources in survival games are often limited and hard to come by. Saving materials means you can build more, upgrade faster, and keep a larger stockpile for other crucial needs. With all the extra materials saved, you can expand your base much more than you thought possible. More storage space, more resting areas, and stronger fortifications all become a reality. So instead of just having a basic shelter, construction lets you build the best base, one that keeps you safe and well prepared for anything that comes your way. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.